Welcome to Daddio Patio, everybody. We're joined here by Mr. Fat Body. I know you've all missed his grease.
Hey guys.
We're also at the lovely home of Van Sant and Carrie. Van Sant is back on the show. We thought he was dead, so the guy we pissed on in
the
his
funeral
casket was actually a different guy.
What are you talking about? I don't know. I remember talking about that.
That explains a lot of the screaming.
Yeah.
In the
And
taser.
that carcass we ground up into a sausage.
And ate.
That was also another guy.
It wasn't kosher.
Yeah, we've been talking about your demise for a long time, actually, if you've been listening to the episodes.
No, I don't listen.
Oh. Okay.
I hear bad things.
All right, well then.
Negative reviews.
Yeah.
On to the topic of the mall. It's a place where you guys all go and you get your Old Navy T-shirts and your Caddyshack DVDs.
Old Navy's a standalone.
Yeah, I don't think Old Navy's in the mall.
Oh,
Standalone. It's its
There
own
used to be
mall.
one in,
Well, there might be some Old
Chesterfield
Navies that
Mall.
are in malls, but I don't know.
There's some what?
I feel like the mall. All right. I feel like the mall's dying. That's the first
for
thing
sure.
we should say.
Yeah.
I feel like it's obvious.
Well, why would you need? You have like.
You got Amazon.
Yeah,
Amazon.
Yeah, the
Amazon
Infinite
Prime.
Mall on the
Amazon
internet.
killed the mall, especially if you have Prime.
yeah, I
Because,
agree.
dude, and Prime
And-
Day's coming up.
And it was also
What's Prime
kind of
Day?
like there's always been like a culture around it too. Like it was like where anybody could go all the time, and now it's
Yeah.
only like kids in junior high.
Well, yeah, but even back then, the time we spent the most time at the mall was in junior high.
Yeah.
We used to get dropped off at the mall and go skateboarding everywhere around the mall and get picked up at 10 p.m. by one of our parents or whatever. But I remember we'd hang out with all these like gothic mall kids where like Hot Topic was like their nucleus. But then they would have backyard wrestling behind the Steak and Shake, and it was awesome. It was so cool, dude. They would like beat each other with like cookie sheets and stuff. Like a bunch of like mall goths would have backyard wrestling behind Steak and Shake.
At the South County Mall?
Yeah, dude. There's like a little cove right behind Steak and Shake that's like surrounded by trees,
Yeah.
so the cops,
I know what you're
security,
talking about,
like
yeah.
never knew it was there. That's like a beautiful thing, dude. I used to watch goths beat
A
the
moment
shit
in
out
time.
of each other. Like that, like I feel like that stuff doesn't happen anymore. Like so, even if like when the mall's gone, the mall goth wrestling matches are gone too, and that's kind of a sad thing.
Dude, also Anti-M's smell.
Anti-ants.
Or what is it? Anti-M's?
Anti-ants.
I thought it was Anti-M's my whole life.
You get the butter and grease was just like overflowing the counter, like made the whole front of the store.
I used to
slippery.
watch the guy twist them though, and they're pretty talented. Like seriously, I know they're making minimum wage and stuff, but really, those dudes can really twist a pretzel, man. They do it in one swift motion.
Yeah, that's why they all get arthritis by the time they're 22. They all go being rascal scooters immediately. You just can't handle the twisting of
Rascal
it.
scooter for their arthritis.
Well, yeah. They push the little lever with their toes to drive.
Yeah, dude, the mall was awesome though. I remember feeling like excited to go to the mall. Like on Fridays when we go skateboarding and stuff, it was
the best.
exciting. But yeah, I mean, beyond that, I got nothing else to say about it. I don't give a shit.
Oh, dude,
I got Amazon Prime now.
I used to work at
Actually,
the
no.
mall.
You worked at the mall?
I used to work at the mall.
Where did you work?
Work at Hot Topic.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn, dude, that's awesome.
You were like the head of the backyard wrestling ring.
Yeah.
I was the referee.
Is Hot Topic still a store? I
You're
feel
just-
like
No idea.
You were the Steve
Yeah,
McMahon
dude.
of Hot Topic wrestling.
You mean
Is there-
Vince
Vince
McMahon.
McMahon.
Vince McMahon.
Stevie, I
Steve
stole
Madden?
I stole cars to the.
Is there a
boys.
standalone Hot Topic that's just
No.
by itself?
Dude,
But they
I bet
did-
it would be the coolest place. It'd be
Hot
the most
Topic
like,
outlet.
Dude, they would
Yeah.
pay for your concert ticket if you just wrote like a review for them.
what Hot Topic was?
Yeah, you
Really?
like would fill out this little form and be like, I'm going to this concert.
Dude,
And,
yeah. Hot Topic's awesome because as much as people rip on it and stuff, it's like made from like music. And we used to love like new metal, like Korn and Limp Bizkit.
Oh,
and stuff.
yeah, yeah.
And dude, that was totally the place where you'd get all your Korn CDs and your Slipknot shirts and stuff.
And your
I had every
studded
Slipknot
belts.
shirt that they sold at Hot Topic.
Dude, they all smell the same too. It's like the smell of black fabric. It has a scent.
It was like a latexy smell.
Dude,
almost.
yeah.
Yeah, and those pants, those huge pants or whatever. Do they still make those? They still sell those?
I don't know.
Parachute
I don't know. I never stepped inside a Hot Topic after
No.
I quit there.
Jinkos, like, they're
no,
not
this
real
was
Jinkos.
after Jinkos. They were like huge black
Yeah.
pants with
And
a
like
million
Yeah, yeah,
gadgets.
yeah.
You could tie anything
They
to
were called
them.
Trip.
Jinkos
Trip
were
pants.
also a mall thing. Because you got Jinkos at JCPenney.
Or Macy's.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
Dude, you know why else malls are dying? They don't let 16-year-olds in, like, if you're without a parent.
Well, yeah, because they
Is that
stab
just
each
in
other.
St. Louis, though?
And that's
I don't
that's
know,
how it
but
goes
like our
anymore.
parents used to just drop us off for days.
Yeah, dude, I know. We'd walk through there with skateboards and stuff, and
Remember when Ian got choked?
yeah, I do remember.
By the mall
security
cop?
guard.
Yeah.
A mall security guard choked my stepbrother.
He came up to us and he was like, "You guys gotta leave," because we had skateboards, and we were like, "Why?" And he's like, "'Cause I said so." And we were like, "Okay." And then Ian was walking out. What'd he say? He was like,
He gave him the Undertaker joke.
I don't know.
he's like, I don't know. He was yelling like, "This is bullshit" or something. The cops started choking him. And then like a million goth kids revolted. And they're like, "That's bullshit, man."
Yeah, it was awesome.
They brought their cookie sheets out.
It was pretty cool.
Dude, that would have been so funny if they like powerbombed the security guard in front of a bunch of like middle-aged moms and stuff.
Dude, from the second floor, from the second story off into the fountain, like Scarface.
Yeah, they let Tyler Rose splash out of the phone and pennies shoot all over.
Oh,
everybody.
Dude, it really is just like a weird, like, artificial
Desolate.
hive.
Yeah,
Place.
I was there recently. I can't remember why.
Which
But
mall?
South County.
Wow.
Dude,
I went
I-
there for something. I don't remember what, but it was definitely like way more empty. It's not like I remembered it at all, which I think is for two reasons.
Was
Because
it-
I remember it differently than it probably actually like is, and because it's way different now than it was then.
It'll never be the same.
I
Shit was
didn't know
hustling
that.
and bustling.
It was, dude.
There's stores that are like, you know, like have been there forever, you know, like Hot Topic, JCPenney's and stuff, and those are the ones that kind of like stay around. But then there's always like weird like facades of stores where it's just like they sell like katanas that are made in Pakistan and like freaking like
Yeah,
jewelry
that's true,
that
dude.
shatters instantly and like, dude, like it's totally made up. But these people have to sell this shit that they get out. It's like the same like jewelry you get out of like a quarter machine at the end of a
But
schnucks.
you can carve your name into it for $60.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous, dude. Justin, our friend and roommate, he went to the mall and he came back with one left shoe and some perfume that some lady sold him.
Two left shoes.
Oh, two left shoes, yeah,
And face cream that was $70.
Wait, your roommate?
yeah.
Yeah.
They got him,
How did...
Why did you get $70 face cream?
dude. They talked him into it somehow,
He
man.
like doesn't even use face cream regularly. Like, he doesn't buy $7 like face cream, and then some lady convinced him they needed $70.
Was it one of like the center kiosk people that always
Yeah.
like ask you?
Yeah.
I think it was
God.
actually the massage near the massage or like acupuncture.
So they
Yeah.
acupuncture him, and then they're like, "You're gonna buy this face wash."
Yeah.
Like
You
all
ain't
these
getting
needles
nothing
in your
till you buy
back.
it.
They stuck needles into his willpower nodes in his brain, and they were like, "You need this
If
to
you could
survive."
do that, if you could just stick a needle and control someone's brain immediately,
That tapeworm did to that mantis.
yeah, dude, yeah. Fuck parasites and needles,
It's scorpions.
but yeah.
Yeah.
That's for another time.
Well, I do think that.
That's for the praying mantis episode.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. It's coming
That's
up, guys.
easy. That's an
They have
easy
shark-
hour episode, man. Praying mantises and their mannerisms and their faces and their quick movements and their tiny pupils that move quickly. Their talons. Can't get enough of them. Dude, we just watched a video of some guy who teaches you how to hatch a mantis egg in a jar at home. So like they have a following, you know.
The mantis or
Oh,
the
yeah.
guy?
Both, man.
Just following.
Yeah, dude, mantises are unbelievable. Especially like, I mean, could you guys grab an animal and eat its face off with your fangs while it's still alive? Yeah, takes willpower to do something like that.
Yeah, we caught a mantis when I was a kid at daycare, and it was huge. And we would catch like moths and put it in a little Laffy Taffy jar, and it would like look around with its little evil eyes, and then snatch it out of the air, and it would just eat its body. Like it would just eat the body and drop the head and the wings. So the moth was just there, getting its center of its body, looking up into this thing's face.
Was that a couple of years ago we were outside and you were telling the story and like had like hand gestures going?
Oh
And
yeah.
the one just flew out of nowhere.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I was telling a story and I had both my like palms up or whatever, and a praying mantis flew down in the middle of what I was saying into my palm. It was ridiculous. Yeah, I was like in the middle of saying something.
You're doomed.
You're
You're
Dude,
cursed
it would so
forever.
funny if it was two of them like symmetrically.
Dude, that's what happened to that guy. That's why he hatches the eggs.
Is there any? Do you guys remember bug fights? Is there any mantis
Oh.
videos on there?
Oh,
Bug
yeah.
fights is fucked up. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it's super entertaining,
Yeah.
but it's terrible.
Dude, the announcers alone.
I know,
man.
dude. The announcers are crazy.
I mean,
Dude,
I
I
just
saw
watched that
one-
in audio form only.
I'm just gonna spoil it, but I saw one where they had a scorpion fight a shellfish, and I was like, dude, the shellfish has got it. He's got like armor on. There's no way he's gonna succumb to the scorpion. The whole time the scorpion's trying to sting through the armor, and he can't do it. The scorpion can't sting through the shellfish's armor. And then, like, the shellfish is trying to pinch him and stuff, and then the scorpion figures out where his soft spot is and stings the thing deep in his eye hole. And the thing slowly dies while a Japanese announcer just
I'll
screams.
lose my shit.
I
There's
woke
an
up.
audience?
Yeah, it's in front of a live audience.
I mean,
Like they'd all have to be
The
squinting
YouTube
around a
crowd.
tank. They'd be like 5
it's in the
people.
middle of a coliseum.
Binoculars.
He got him in the eye.
Dude, my popcorn be flying in the air. Give everybody high fives.
Fucking chocolate cookie dough bites.
We were watching BattleBots the other night.
Oh,
Was that back on?
It's back.
Oh,
It's BattleBots.
Dude,
it
is
still
Nightmare
as
back?
exciting?
Yeah, it's great. And the announcers are like so animated. They're like the American version of the Japanese bug fight.
Joe Rogan and Joe Rogan.
Dude,
You guys sound like Joe Rogan.
It's
That's
two
what I
of
watched.
them.
This is outrageous.
Dude, no show could handle 2 Joe Rogans.
One Joe Rogan is tripping on LSD and the other one's just normal.
dude, I remember there was Nightmare who had like a giant like blade, and then there was Vlad the Impaler who was just like a
Yeah.
box who could flip things, and he
Yeah.
killed everybody.
Yeah, Vlad the Impaler was really good.
Everybody's into like the spinning ones now. Like on this season, they're all like spinning things.
Well, they had Nightmare, which spun clockwise, and it had 2 notches on it, and it would like slam down these little notches on it, but it would make itself flip over because it's flipping this way, you know? It's spinning like forwards, and it would hit the other BattleBot and flip itself up backwards. So then they made Nightmare 2.0, which was Backlash, and Backlash spun counterclockwise, and he'd beat the shit out of everybody because he'd flip them up. You know what I mean?
Dude.
It's really funny.
They need to put a chimpanzee in there with the BattleBots. That'd be something to see.
Dude, that would be awesome. That's the greatest idea I've
They
ever
put
heard.
mini robots in there too now, like helper robots. I guess like you get stuck or something.
Well, they always had
That's
the
awesome.
saws. You remember, like they had like the hazards,
Yeah,
so you
the
could like,
screws and the pulverizer hammer.
yeah. Because I feel like if they didn't have
They
that,
still have that stuff.
the fight would be forever if
Yeah.
if they didn't have that stuff.
Do you guys think in the future that like if they make AI robots that are really smart, they'll have humans fight it?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Some fucking guys
Oh,
like, oh
dude,
dude,
yeah.
I could beat up that robot. I'd fucking kick that robot's ass.
Dude, tears them vertically in half like a piece of paper on live television.
Oh my
I mean, dude,
God.
once the population gets to, like 50 billion, I mean, lives, are just going to be entertainment. You know what I mean? It's gladiators are coming back to national television. I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to be the first one in line.
To watch or to kill?
Both.
Would
I'm
you
gonna
wanna-
watch me
Would you
kill
want to be
it.
a gladiator, or would you want to be the person that fights the gladiators?
Dude,
Well,
man,
Oh,
say
the
both.
gladiator, dude. The gladiator gets all the cool armor and shit, and then the other people don't have anything. Like, they give, like, the gladiators, like lion helmets and, like, spiked knuckles and...
Wait, is that how the gladiator thing works? It's one dude against like a bunch of other people?
Well, like, it's like professional, like, slave fighters are the gladiators, and then the other people are, like, prisoners or people that are forced to fight like the gladiators until they can become a gladiator.
I thought it was 2 naked guys wrestling. Like I thought that's what I thought Greco-Roman like they
Yeah,
would watch
that's totally
2.
different though. That's
Yeah.
wrestling.
Oh.
Yeah, you're an idiot. Anyway, no, so basically...
That's like a sport. Well, I guess gladiator
It's-
is probably
Dude,
It's
a sport.
entertainment.
Greeks, of which I am one, we used to fight with our bare knuckles, with glass in our knuckles. Yeah, just like you said, naked on freaking pillars and just punch each other in the face and throat until blood was squirting out into the audience.
Dear
That's what we did for
Well,
fun.
now they have American gladiators where they have a stick with foam on either side.
And people are like, that's so badass!
Such pussies compared to that.
Go back 2,000 years, you pussy, and see what happens, okay? Or it's probably 4,000 years. Go back to ancient Greece.
They didn't
okay?
have foam.
They didn't have foam, they have nothing. Just drinking blood under the sun. Dude, Bring it back.
Also, so Fingerhut's not here.
yeah.
He'll be here.
I mean, Mr.
Mr. Fingers.
Yeah, we'll go
Yeah.
ahead and bleep that out. Or we don't have to. Fuck it. That's his. That's his
We'll bleep
punishment.
it out if he comes and tells us to bleep it out.
He tripped over his handlebars and went into a sewer system. Last I heard.
He's gonna do a stop on his 2 front teeth.
Yeah. He was getting off his bike and he tripped off the bike and it got tangled in his legs. So his legs are all Laffy Taffy around his bike in the sewer system right now.
He used his molars as a braking system.
That's like hurts to think about.
Sink both your teeth into your.
Dude, not just your teeth, your molars. You have to get like back there, man. It takes a lot of jaw breaking.
Dude, if like the cops were chasing you on your bike and you like hit a rock and just dive into the sewer, like, to get away from the cops.
I don't want to go in there.
Like, what would the cops do? Like,
Call
they
it
would
a-
never chase you.
Dude, first they have to understand it.
Yeah, I know.
Their minds
It'd
would
be like
have to,
5 minutes to be like, wait, did he go in the sewer? He's fucking gone.
There's no way.
Dude, that's like in Rush Hour, Jackie Chan like slides through that ticket booth. You guys know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah.
Dude, you could do that into the sewer.
Dude, you just gotta be slick about it.
I think it'd be cool if you left all your clothes behind in the air. Too. You're just nude and sliding into the sewer.
Dude, they would definitely not chase you then.
Dude, especially like in like New York or something where the sewers are just like, they go to the center of the earth.
That's where the New York sewers end, is down at the center of the earth, which is where Splinter is, waiting.
My son.
Now, did somebody have Dan Dedeker's number?
Yeah.
Speaking of New
That
York,
rascal.
speaking of New York sewers,
Yeah, that's exactly what it reminded me of. That sewer rat. So, if any of you guys remember Dan, he's the nephew of a demon.
Of the show's natural enemy.
Every day with Monday.
Hello?
Hey.
Hello?
Welcome to
Two.
Daddio Patio.
Dan.
Dan Dedeker.
Hey guys. Hey everyone. How's it going?
Good, man. How you doing up in New York? You eating any hot
Yeah,
dogs on the
dogs up
street?
for
Riding some subways?
Hey Dan, how's the sewage system up there?
How's the solar system up here?
Sewage.
Oh, sewage system? It's okay. I mean, it's no St. Louis. Just to say that.
Don't you have
Do you
anything
have-
else to tell us?
What are you doing
What?
right now?
You guys, I can't hear you. Just talk about things.
Dan, have you ever had an experience at the mall? An out-of-body experience at the mall?
Dan!
What?
God help
What?
me! Yeah.
Help, yeah.
Yeah.
Is this how you would talk to Andy when he was up here?
Yeah, man.
Possible.
Pretty much.
All right, well, we'll leave you on our shoulder like a parrot, but if you want to chime in, you just go right ahead.
Hey, that sounds good.
Topic is the mall and what it's done to your life and how it's ruined your dreams.
Certainly has.
Come on, Dan. No.
Have you guys talked about the Exhilarama yet?
Oh, my God. I
Oh,
forgot
yeah,
about that.
Exhilarama.
That was the first sign that the mall was going, is when Exhilarama lost its exhilaration. You know what I mean? It started to die, and the cobwebs filled up the laser tag center, and then the arcade stopped working. Dude, that was the end times.
The cobwebs overflowed out of the...
The janitor couldn't sweep them out quick enough, man. It was just like, he's like, God damn it, my shitting arms, my shit arms.
Stole his broom first, then his
Yeah.
shoes.
He shot himself in the head with a laser gun.
After it stole his greasy mustache.
One time, me and my friend played laser tag there, and we were like the only ones there. And a young African American man was working the desk, and he was like, "Man, you guys mind if I play some music while you guys are in there?" And we were like, "Yeah." And then as soon as we started playing laser tag, it was like, "I bet you won't hit a motherfucker." We were like in like 8th grade. We were pretty pumped.
That's great, man. Yeah, that's 3-6 Mafia. We used to listen to that at Frankie G's all the time. It was great.
3-6,
During
man.
dinner hours.
Oh, yeah.
While the people were eating their
Yeah.
spaghetti.
Yeah. Yeah. The Unbreakables. Oh, no, that was when the smoke clears, I think.
Dude, Exhilarama was big, and it was super dark. That place was. I wonder what that like if there's still video games in there, because that
Oh, yeah, they
mall's
just-
gone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Exhilarama,
yeah.
if anyone doesn't know, it was like kind of like Chuck E. Cheese or Discovery Zone, except cooler. And it was in Crestwood Mall.
Does
And,
anybody remember what it was called before that?
Yeah, it was called something else.
Man, that's gonna kill me.
Start with an H.
If you guys can call that in, what was Exhilarama called before it was Exhilarama?
Was Tilt the one in South
Tilt.
County?
Oh yeah, it was.
Or was
No,
it
Tilt
No,
was
that
in
was in
Crestwood.
South County. I
Oh
think.
shit.
Wasn't it like ba-da-ba-da-bing, ba-da-ba-da-bing? It was like ka-ching,
What?
ka-ching, ka-ching. No, it was like two
Swing around phone
two
town.
syllables.
Dude, I remember
two
that
syllables.
the goths would play Dance Dance and they were so good, and I was like envious. And there was like
Yeah.
hot chicks that played Dance Dance, and I thought that was so cool. I was like, dude, that chick is awesome at Dance Dance.
Dude, some kid we knew got a hernia playing Dance Dance. Right
Yeah.
in front of everybody.
Was that
intestines burst out of his.
Was he doing like the
They had
double?
to take him away on a stretcher.
Was he doing like the double pads and then just hit?
I
You just
don't
went
know. I
both
wasn't there.
outside.
Dude, freaking the Bumblebee song, whatever.
Oh yeah, Flight of the
Flight of the
Bumblebees.
Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
How do you even do that with your legs? That's like impossible for the skeleton.
No, Dance Dance was awesome though. I feel like Dance Dance, like everybody's like, dude, Dance Dance is lame, and then they play Guitar Hero or whatever. But it's the same game, but you just use a different controller.
Dude, it's way better. You get
Dance
a
Dance
workout.
is awesome.
Dance
yeah.
Dance is good for you.
Dude, anybody that hates on Dance Dance is just wrong. That's all there is to it. They're just wrong. Dude, in Chinatown in New York City, there's a cool place where they have a Dance Dance machine downstairs or whatever, and
Whoa.
all these freaking super good dudes are down there sweating, probably right now. It's awesome.
Dance Dance is way better than Guitar Hero because if you tried to transfer Guitar Hero to a real guitar, it wouldn't work. But if you actually like went to the dance club and did those moves, it would stand up, man. It would totally hold up if they played the right
Dude, the
song.
faster the better, man.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, dude, if they play like some
It's
Dance Dance
applicable.
songs at the club and you
Yeah.
do all the steps,
Yeah,
it'd
you
be
just did the
awesome.
steps.
Or you can do like the Celtic dancing, like they do on Broadway.
Dude.
Like the river dancing. That's what it was.
What's so funny is some songs would get so fast that people would grab the rail behind
Oh,
them.
yeah, that's why it's there.
Dance
Dude.
faster.
Yeah.
Hold on for your life.
Dance
Yeah.
rail.
You like
They're
need
laser.
to dance around at the club.
Yeah. I don't have my rail.
You just grab the back of your belt.
You just take your grandma's walker and flip it around.
That's not a bad idea.
If you grab the back of your belt, you'd be way more.
Dude,
That's what the pillar in the middle of the library annex's dance floor is for.
No, for posting up and posting up
dude,
only.
why don't people bring walkers to the dance club? I feel like that's a fun instrument for the dancing. That's a dance instrument.
Or like a chair, so you could do like
Yeah.
the
Yeah, you
Beyonce
can do
video.
Yeah,
Flip it around and put it
Or
between
the
your
flash
legs.
dance video.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you should bring a chair to. Let's bring a chair to the club.
You don't have to. They probably have them there.
You can bring
know,
a chair,
Barstool.
crutches, or a walker, and then a bag of mantises, and you'll be the hit of the party.
Bag of mantis.
They have to skitter out. to
Dude,
the
if
floor.
you were in a dark dance club and you let loose a bag of mantises, like it would be madness.
People people
Like from the stage.
dude, yeah, people be laughing at first, like, oh, look, it's on my arm. It's like a million little like chigger bites all over your arm, dude, tearing your flesh off by the gallons. Dude. Yeah, but then you get your walker too, so you can use that to get out after you're destroyed physically by the mantises.
Your cats are eating away. Just bone.
Is Dan still there, Dan?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Dude, yeah, I can hear his ghost.
What do you have to say about any of this?
Andy's right about that place in Chinatown. I went there not too long ago, and there was a bunch of dudes with like gym bags playing DDR. So they've been in there for a couple
Now-
days.
Dude, not only is it a nucleus for awesome DDR players, but the Street Fighter guys there are incredible too. There's like old wise man Street Fighter players like passing down knowledge to a new generation there. It's beautiful.
Street Fighter 2.
I guess.
It's all variations
Dude,
of
that's
Splinter
amazing.
again.
I want to go to that place. You said it's like that place in Ninja Turtles, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
Dude, that's amazing.
Yeah, when they bring the kids to the foot soldiers lair or whatever, and like people are skateboarding and playing pinball and like smoking cigarettes and have mohawks and stuff, it's totally like that. It's just like that,
Dude, that's awesome.
except Shredder is not involved. At
Dude,
least
it's
I don't think
because
so.
the whole thing with like arcades, like for whatever reason they got labeled as like a hive for like nerds when like it should be where the badasses hang out at the freaking pinball club. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? That's where the badasses should be hanging out. You know?
But I
They
feel
got
like
ruined.
arcades are dead for the same reason the mall is, and it's because of the internet. The internet killed the arcade and it
internet.
killed the mall.
Yeah, but if you put a bar in arcade, people are gonna want to go to that. Look at
Barcade.
Barroom.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean,
If
yeah.
you put alcohol with anything, it makes it fun again.
Is there a bar called the Barcade?
yeah,
Where?
in New York.
Oh, I thought.
It's in New York. It's the worst place. It's the worst place I've ever been to in my life.
Really?
I didn't think it was
awesome.
the worst place I'd ever been.
Dude, we made a list of things we regret in New York, and that was like number one top of the list.
Why did you hate it so much?
What?
Why didn't you like it?
It was like really expensive. I thought all the games were going to be like free play, but they're all like 50 cents, and there's no like the change machine didn't work, and the food was really expensive, and like there wasn't even.
That sounds like a first world problem.
Arcade game, and that was like it.
Well, I'm sorry to bring
yeah,
change to
like,
the arcade.
like,
Hey, I'm sorry to bring change to the arcade, you
Yeah,
moron.
and then I cried.
Fill your bag full of change
Dude, you need
next
a fanny
time.
pack full of quarters anytime you go
Fill
to the
your
arcade.
pockets with change.
There's a bar in Chicago that does that, but all the games are free, but all the drinks are like way more expensive because of that.
Totally worth it.
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to drink, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you just go and play the games.
Dude, just bring a Camelback full of water or booze.
Or alcohol.
Or booze.
Dude, yeah. They should just have a bar where you can just bring beer in.
Dude, that's the worst business
No,
model
because then
ever.
you drink them all, and then you have to get them from them.
No, take it on the Shark Tank.
It's called Bring It. Dude, I think that
If they
that
had a
could
cover
work
charge,
somehow.
it's just like a party house. Like if you like brought your own beer, but then like you go there and there's just a bro down.
It's $10 cover.
There's got to be. I mean, there's some type of catch at the end where you get all their money. What?
What is that? What's the
I don't know.
They get so drunk you rob them.
Yeah. You just have like paid robbers that just go through.
Really, it's take it. Get it, take it.
The sign flips down and just says take.
Bring it, take it.
Taken.
Well, you have. You don't
gotta
have to.
call Liam Neeson.
You don't have to get. You wouldn't have to get a liquor license for selling alcohol because they bring it to you, and then you just take it from them. But you don't sell it. You give it out for free. I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking
I don't know how you make any money doing that. Something with robbing and not paying for the alcohol yourself. It'll get you ahead.
How's your Uncle Dan?
Oh, he's good. I haven't seen him in a while because I don't live with there at St. Louis anymore. So.
Do you hear him skittering around at night?
Pit pattering.
Sometimes when I close my eyes, I see him. But
It's like a Polaroid picture. Every time you close your eyes, just his face forms.
Does he do anything else besides the superstores?
Oh, yeah. He's been draining human blood for years.
Bounty hunting for Satan.
Dude, I think 75% of his time is making skin jackets. The other 25 is sitting at his desk waiting for new employees to devour. But, so how is he doing? You send you cards at Christmas that he can send to us?
you what?
Do you see him at Thanksgiving?
No, I didn't come home for Thanksgiving. Also, I probably haven't seen him in like a year. So.
Does he still play tennis?
When you take pictures of him, is it only a mantis that shows up in the picture? Every time. I see him at the zoo all the time in the insect house. It's like just in the glass, his beady eyes.
I mean, this is kind of on topic because he doesn't have a mall, but he does have a superstore, which is like
A combination of stores.
How many Gadicare superstores are there left?
I think one.
I think there's only one left.
Yeah.
And
I think,
You guys,
but it's
you
just.
guys are slowly shutting them down.
Yeah,
No, we don't want to do that.
scaring
dude.
people away.
We're just finding the real hole
Putting
of hell.
my uncle on the street.
Dude, no, wait. I mean, if I saw your uncle, I'd run forever.
Dude, he's got to be doing well. He has a lot of airtime. See his freaking devil face
Is
all
he?
the time.
Hey, do you have cable?
Yeah,
You see him on TV still?
yeah,
He's got blood in his lips?
yeah, yeah.
We got to get him on the show. This is the first thing we're going to do on the show. We're still talking about it.
Yeah, it's like
Years
years later.
Years later, dude.
Has he ever thought about turning his store into a bar?
It's a superstore where you bring in your own alcohol.
But you gotta buy a couch or an
Yeah.
appliance.
Get him on a 3-way call right now, Dan.
I want Steve Bigger to have my number.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Hey, who's all there right now?
well, we got Van Sant, Peaches, Andy, me,
Fat body.
sorry about that,
I knew that was
Fat
gonna
body.
happen.
and Carrie.
Jacket body?
Fat body.
Jacket body.
Jacket body. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, we miss you out here in St. Louis, Dan. We want you. We want you. We want you. Come
Hey,
on.
I have a New York question. Did you guys ever go to a bar that was like it had a bunch of ping pong tables? It was like a
There's one
ping
in
pong bar?
Brooklyn, but I don't know what it's called.
Dude, I want to go to that.
It just has a bunch of ping pong.
Yeah, like
tables?
nice ping pong tables. And then like I guess people just hustle ping pong there. I'm going.
I feel like there's like, you know, like we play and we have kind of fun and stuff, but there's people like on a whole nother level who use their paddle in such a way that it's not normal.
That's me.
It's
I
like,
have a case on my paddle.
you left your ping pong book at my house. I read it every time I take a dump.
Oh yeah,
The one
yeah,
that like, the one
yeah.
that like, it worships
seen that.
Mao.
Dude, that book is awesome because it's like, yeah,
communist.
it's like it's so old and it's like all the original like Miyagi ping pong tips. It's awesome.
Dude, yeah, it's crazy.
Did it
Like,
help you?
No, because everything was really old, but like, I mean, it helped me a little bit because it gave me some good ways to think about ping pong. Because like back then it was like ping pong or death. Like you train
yeah,
from
it
a
is.
young
There's no
age.
joy in the book.
Butter.
You see only tears. The book has nothing about happiness, only technique. 'Cause that's all sports are in other countries.
You
It's
need to
just
play.
technique and survival.
Well, yeah,
Can't spend
and
this anymore.
Forrest Gump, and
the
Forrest
table?
Gump, and that's all I gotta say about that. Forrest Gump was the first person to go to China and play ping pong in like 200 years or something. Like
I remember I
that.
saw that documentary.
That's a way of life.
Yeah, and he accidentally wrote a song for John Lennon, on the air. Yeah, and that's all I gotta say about that.
Well, shit. I mean, there's got to be something else about the mall that you guys has touched your heart in some way.
Or your wallets.
I
Hey,
hate them
Waltz.
all, so I've got nothing to add.
Did you always hate it? Did you used to like it?
No, we used to skateboard up there and hang out at Journey Shoe Shop because like half our friends worked there as their first retail jobs. But now we go and then we see all the kids that were like us and they're terrible people.
You know what? Like judgmental wise, I don't mind seeing kids up there having fun because that like reminds me. But like if I hate like walking by the Cheesecake Factory and just watch the mutants waddling in there, and you're just like, oh my god, that's what
like
drives
the
me
general
crazy,
public
man.
in general.
That's I went to the zoo the other day and the freaking people there are animals. Dude, it's just like it's
Well,
fucking
yeah,
dude.
it's,
No, like
Are you sure,
dude.
you look?
Are you confused?
It's like there's so many people that just looking at them, they shouldn't have kids. I guess like who am I to judge? But
The animals are more
What do you mean?
civilized than the people.
dude,
there.
just like freaking Hoosiers that can't take care of themselves, and then they're like yelling at their kids,
Just say it,
cursing
man.
at their kids.
Just say fat, jiggling bodies. Just say it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, fat jiggling
Quit,
bodies.
quit dancing around the subject.
Dude,
Let's
I sent
talk
you
about
guys-
their greasy bodies.
I sent you guys that picture. There's like a Hoosier family, and the dad was carrying around this like huge stick. It was taller than him, and it just had a skull on the top. That was like his like
Dude, you
walking
should have taken
stick.
it, man.
Dude, I'm not stealing that from that guy.
Dude.
he's a sorcerer.
No, you grab his turkey neck and squeeze till he cries. Just this is a control point, folks. You grab right here into the neck and grab this little jiggly thing. You
Well, nobody
squeeze
can
it.
see you.
Well, imagine.
His finger out of you?
Why would he knock like that? Like one pinky
It's
nail?
finger eye, dude. That he was the only person that would knock like that.
But
Probably the cat.
yeah. But anyway.
It's been finger.
Also,
up
yeah,
the
you
time.
sent a photo of a turtle tattoo on a lady's neck fat or something. I thought that was really funny.
In the middle of like her hunchback neck fat, she had a turtle tattoo.
It's
but
like,
like,
a self-portrait.
if
like,
there's
on
no
the
way
spot.
that like she asked to get it there, she had to have it and then got fat. Because like if she went into the tattoo parlor and like it was like a perfect circle around the turtle of fat, she'd have to be like, yeah, scale it to my fat pouch there. It's like and it like I like think about how like a tattoo would hurt, but when you see like a pressed fat pouch that they tattoo on that like feels like it would hurt so much more.
Fat pouch. I don't remember that in anatomy class.
It's called a panis.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
A panis is a fatty appendage.
Yeah, like that's because it shouldn't be in the
It's
anatomy of a human, but we eat so much freaking grease and like Cheesecake Factory.
See, I'm both ways. Like, I appreciate fat people for humor, but that's it. It's the end
Well, yeah,
of
some
life.
people-
Well, you
some
gotta
people
put
though,
yourself in their shoes, you know.
Well, there's a difference between being fat and then being obese.
Yeah,
Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
and some people can't really help it.
yeah. I mean, food's so delicious, and then you got a TV that's right there. You just sit down, and eat delicious food. Go on, sit down on the couch and eat some delicious food with your greasy little hands. Stick in the Cheetos bag. There's still a bunch left in there. Just keep eating until you get to the bottom with the crumbs that taste the best. You lick your finger a little bit, get the crumbs at the bottom until your fingertip is just coated with orange powder. You have to bite it with your incisors because there's just like a little layer of Cheeto dust in the end of your fingertip.
So there's a lot of fat people.
Hold on, I'm getting to the best part, and then you eat it. You know,
Which is kind
Throw
of
the bag away.
counterintuitive because you have to walk around the mall. You have to like physically go to the mall. You would think all the fat people would just shop on Amazon Prime.
They might,
But maybe
but then
just
they're
so-
unseen.
But they
you
were
know?
at the zoo. They were at the zoo.
Oh, and the zoo.
That
you
is
walk around the
interesting.
zoo too, unless you take that little mini train.
well maybe it's because they're so comfortable with themselves that they'll just go places where other people are just kind of like. They're like, hey, look at those fat people. I'm going to be on the internet and talk about them. You know what I mean? It's like the opposite thing. Like, these people are comfortable with letting their bodies turn to shit. They're also comfortable going to all these fantastic places with their families and enjoying themselves. You know what I'm saying? So, that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, I mean,
Makes sense, doesn't it?
yeah, that's the thing with when you're shopping on Amazon Prime, nobody can see you. You know, that'd be weird if you could see everybody who was shopping on Amazon. You have like little squares of their faces, their little eyes looking around the screen.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of weird.
Amazon's too easy. It's the future. You know?
What is it?
You got
creeping in the
a
night.
ghost or a phantom?
Yeah.
Oh, it's the cat.
Two people have died in this house. So.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You let me in this house with ghosts floating around? Dude, they could be like breathing like right here, man. They're jiggling blue lips. No ghost.
You look over and it's just a blue face right there.
It's that face from Power Rangers.
Oh, it's
Zordon.
Dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, I want to get a Zordon installed, and whenever I buy a house, I'm definitely gonna have a Zordon.
Dude, a
installed.
Zordon neck tattoo.
What was-
like in the center of your throat?
What was he supposed to be? Like, was that supposed to be like a hologram, or is that like an entity?
He's an
Like-
alien, isn't he?
I don't know.
I thought he
Like,
was an alien.
was that
What is,
actually was that thing actually him, or was it projected?
well,
Like,
dude,
not like in real life. What was it supposed to
in
be?
the movie when the two breaks, he's like still laying there, all coffin position.
Oh, really?
I thought it was just a
I've never
face.
seen
It
that.
was a whole
Wait,
body.
Yeah,
they
there's a
find
body?
his body?
There's can we find that movie? It breaks after I don't know what happens.
They break
Yeah,
it
he's
open,
just
he's like a naked blue man.
He's like in a fucking gray condom sitting there laying.
That's
coffin
so. That
position,
changes my
dying.
childhood.
Dude, I don't really
How do you
remember
guys not
Power Rangers.
remember that? That was horrific.
Wasn't the bad guy in Power Rangers like a fat woman, like Roseanne, but not Roseanne, but like
it was dark Roseanne.
Rita
She was a
Repulsa.
fat- but
Yeah,
she-
Rita.
Yeah, she had the same voice though. Like in
yeah.
Smoke
I
Rings.
remember like thinking those were the same person when I was a kid.
They're not.
So who died? Who died? Who are the ghosts?
Mr.
Do
Fingers.
you guys know the ghosts?
Oh yeah, they're my aunt's mom and dad.
Oh wow.
So there's that. No, they're good. They're good ghosts. They're good people.
Good
But
go.
what's really creepy is when we were buying this place, we were like, the latest one to pass away was my aunt's mom, who passed away last year sometime, and we were like, we had just like walked through here, and we were like going through the process of like applying for loans and stuff like that, and we were like showing somebody, or we were like looking at it on like Google Earth, and from like Google Street View, you can like see the front of the house, and the deceased grandma is sitting on the porch, like with their face blurred out.
What?
Oh
my God.
God.
Dude, that's the beginning of every scary movie I've ever written.
Dude,
or
it's...
seen.
How many have you written?
One. Just now.
This one.
Dude, that is terrifying.
It's also pretty funny because we had gone to this house like a ton of times as when I was a child because we would go here for like Easter or Thanksgiving or Christmas, and then I like woke up in it on Easter this year, and like I don't know, it was weird.
Shit. Well, you know, it's science that says that ghosts bite you in the night. So watch out. Dude. You gotta throw salt everywhere.
Anytime the cat's like looking up into space, she could be seeing ghosts.
Dude, I mean,
Yeah, I think
that's
she's
true.
chasing one right now.
Yeah.
She's
But
chasing ghosts.
animals can see ghosts, you know?
They got the ghost sense.
Yeah. Well, like, they don't like, I don't know. People focus on different things. Our focus is on different things. But, like, animals can just, they're instinctive. They instinctively see the ghost form.
Hey guys, it's 11:11. Knock on the table. It's good luck. Oh,
Thank you, Dan.
Dan did it too. Thanks, Dan.
But,
Or was it a
Got you
ghost?
hey,
No, it's good.
Fat body.
what's that above your head?
Who's fat body? Fat body. You gotta blur that.
Oh, shit, I'm sorry. Dude, I,
Fat body.
Or blur. Yeah, the bleep.
blur his name right there.
Pixelate that shit.
Dude, I've given your identity away many
Never
times.
again.
But,
You should make your name like every time we censor it, like Steve Janice or like a guy name and a girl name.
Should make it fat body.
One word or two.
I'm gonna make the album art for this episode all 10 of your fingerprints.
Dude, that's like when you guys gave out your. Didn't you guys all give out your social security numbers?
I'll do it again.
Yeah, we bleeped them out though.
Oh, you bleeped them?
Yeah, well, we would have people call in if they trusted us enough. They would give us their social security number, but they had to trust that we were gonna bleep it.
Dan, what's your social security number?
I think he gave it to us, didn't he?
Dan, did you already give us?
Yeah.
You already
Yeah, I
gave
give
it.
it to you.
Okay, he could be lying.
Is he lying? Send the ghost to him. Send the ghost on the phone. The ghost just appears out of his phone.
It just slithers into his ear, like a yeerk from Animorphs.
That's like some Are You Afraid of the Dark shit right there.
Does anybody have any ghost stories? Did we already do that? Is that or did you
Oh,
guys already do that?
You know, it's been such a while. We can start going back to topics like dreams. I feel like there's dreams and ghosts and drugs.
I
Or
haven't
like-
seen any ghosts since we last discussed ghosts.
Yeah, neither have I. I felt them though. I felt their presence.
They're here.
I am one.
What the hell is this? It's a ghost. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really have any ghost stories. Do you?
No, but your brother and I have watched every. What are those movies that are?
Paranormal?
Paranormal. Yeah, Paranormal Activity, and like they're horrible now. They're
Yeah.
really bad. And
Well,
we watched,
yeah.
but we watched them in your parents' basement together, just two dudes. And the last time, right when the movie ended, the power went out. And but I thought Dylan did it, and I'm like, dude, how'd you do that? And then Dylan, like the lights came back on, and Dylan was so scared. He was like, it wasn't me, man. It wasn't me. And it was pretty scary.
Oh yeah.
Scared too.
Damn,
Dude, I remember I saw Blair Witch in the theater when everybody like still thought it was real.
Yeah.
And that was awesome. And they should have never made another one of those.
Yeah, dude, Blair Witch is probably my favorite horror movie.
They made a second one.
Yeah, but it's
They
not
made
even a
like
real
3 of
movie.
them.
What was the second? Oh yeah, what was
Yeah,
the
it's
second
like
one called?
not
Like
even-
Secrets
Urban
of the.
Legend, Urban Witch.
It
was
doesn't
it
matter.
even
We don't
about?
need to.
I don't know.
We don't need to give it any.
Yeah, we
More
give it
attention.
more than
Why? It's
Because
probably
it's
good.
shit. It's
Because you
shit
should just
compared
watch
to
the
one.
first one and let it be and be
Yeah.
done with it.
Yeah, but it
That's
could be like Trolls 2. Is that like the worst movie
Yeah,
you were
it's
ever
terrible.
were you were talking about?
Yeah.
Dude, you were like, you told me about it. You're like, it's the worst movie ever. I've seen it like 5 times.
Well, it's great. I mean, it's terrible, but it's like good terrible. You know, there's those.
So, do you guys want to try to call Fingerhut and see if he's a ghost?
He,
Uh,
he's dead.
Yeah, we can try.
Anybody want to try to call
Yeah, I'll try to call him.
But
In the meantime, though, we've been watching X-Files.
Oh.
Right there, dude.
That'll get spooky.
Dude,
Yeah, that's true.
someone told me that their parrot learned the little whistle part of that song.
Oh my god.
Like, imagine sitting around, you have like some guests, and the parrot's like,
Or like the middle of the night.
oh my
Dude,
god,
my God.
that is terrible.
It would not survive to Christmas.
No way, dude. Friction that son of a bitch.
Friction.
Friction it with your palms. Feathers.
Come here, yeah.
Yeah, but I've said this before, but the X-Files theme song has a unique emotion that's not available anywhere else in life.
No, you'll never. find
Whoever
that.
made that is a genius, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. That's a good piece of work. Fingerhead's gonna answer annoying, probably.
I don't know, man. He said he was riding his bike over, and then he never answered. Like he could.
You have reached the
Wow,
voicemail
his voice is
box
very
of
high.
Ryan's Fingerhut.
Just chant.
Extraterrestrials.
Dude, I feel like the notes.
Government denies acknowledgement.
Yeah.
Truth is out there.
Is that what it says?
It's like
Yeah.
the worst intro ever. It's so good.
The guy falling in a little piece of the hand.
They're like the one fingerprint.
Yeah, dude, Mulder and Scully.
Scully. David Duchovny.
Who are actually married. They're married.
In real life?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I guess when you
Gillian Anderson is her name.
I guess when you chase aliens down for like 25 years together or whatever, you
Have
fall
you?
in love.
Oh, have
Were
you
they
ever
married
seen the
before the
episode?
Woo!
Have you ever seen the episode that shot like cops?
Yeah, I remember
Dude.
that.
Oh,
That's
it's
the
so
one with
good.
the insects. It's like is a giant bugs or something.
No. It's the fear episode.
Yeah, but like, isn't somebody like
No,
afraid of like bugs?
Maybe.
Somebody's afraid of bugs and they get killed by bugs. I've been wrong about X-File episodes in the past about the outhouse worm, but I'm pretty sure somebody's afraid of bugs and they get killed by bugs.
You know who I hope is getting killed by bugs? Fingers.
Yeah, he might actually be though, so let's not joke
Yeah,
too
no.
much
Oh
about the ghost.
shit! I mean,
He
I
could
love,
be,
I love him. I love him.
God rest his soul.
But,
He's gonna.
But if he's alive, I fucking hate him.
He's gonna answer and reveal your identity to the world.
Yeah, he probably would. Damn it. Yeah,
dude,
I'm.
you're black.
I called him
man.
Fingers though, so he's got to have my back. He can say he hates me or
Except his
whatever.
voicemail was like, "You've reached the voicemail of Brian Fingerhead."
Aye, just
Hey, I'll blur
them all,
all you guys.
pixelate them all.
No, just fat body every time we say Fingerhut's name.
But guys, I think we're kind of nearing the end, so maybe we should get down to an ultimate final topic.
I think Van Hol's got to pick this ultimate final topic.
I am giving it one inkling of thought.
Favorite mall store.
No.
I was gonna say what scares you the most, but we could
The
go
mall-
with
the
your
mall.
favorite
Yeah.
mall store. Or we could just
No,
do
we've
both.
already talked about what this scares you the most.
Okay, well then let's do what your favorite mall store is.
Favorite mall
Spencer's.
No.
The
That's
times
good.
you were most scared in the mall.
Dude, do you guys remember Spencer's? Like, I used to sneak back there, and there was like posters of like boobs in the
Yeah.
back, and you get a
Yeah.
quick jerk in the back of
Boobs?
Spencer's.
Actually, the first time I ever saw
Jerked off was
No.
at Spencer's. Me
Spencer's.
too. Well, we both did it at the same time, like back to back, so we never knew. We're like jerk off soulmates.
I got
You're
you
like,
right.
Dude,
Yeah,
right
like-
along with the
We
janitor.
like know the time. Yeah, it was 7:57 on April 9th, 1996.
You're like one poster apart.
We just close it and see each other's
We're
eyes.
actually staring at each other with the posters between us. We don't even know. Our faces are just separated by the poster.
And there's that truth on the air forever.
Jerk off soulmates.
The first place you jerked off, that'd be a.
Oh man, no,
Ultimate.
I'd rather not.
Dude, wait, you'd rather not? Why?
Oh, I mean, it was at my house to the JC Penney catalog, but we don't have to talk about
The
stuff.
Jason Penny.
The mall's tied in there.
Yeah, dude, that's the mall. It's all the mall, man.
Yeah, that's totally true, man.
You were
I couldn't have jerked
fantasizing.
off the first time without the mall. Oh my god.
He
I
jerked
never
off
even thought
to
about
the mall.
it. I never even thought about that.
Dan, where's the first place you jerked off?
I don't remember. It wasn't the mall, though. That's all I can remember.
What's your favorite mall memory?
Well, I was just gonna say
You have reached the maximum time permitted.
that I got really scared at the mall, and it was all my dad's fault. We went to I guess we would go to the mall as a family after church or something sometimes, and I was in another store, and my family was in Spencer's, which is a weird situation, I guess, to begin with. And my sister came in the store and was like, "Hey, I really liked Independence Day." She's like, "You gotta come. They got a life-size Independence Day alien in there." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So I went in there, and then my dad was hiding in the back, and he jumped out with a Chucky doll. And at the time, I was terrified of Chucky. And, I think I ran out, and
Wait,
that's how my family works after church.
Did you so your whole so your whole
That's what we're doing instead of working at the superstore, traumatizing children.
so wait your whole family's
That's what Steve's doing too, man.
your whole family was in church, but your dad was hiding in Spencer's while everybody else was in church.
In the Chucky box.
No, it was afterwards.
Oh.
No, we went to church at the Exhilarama. It was awesome.
The Church of Exhilarama.
Dude,
Like a good Christian family.
I mean, Exhilarama is probably the best church store, mall store.
Dude, there was
I
a
wouldn't say it's a store.
I mean, yeah, you
Hey,
put quarters into it, it's a store.
This is important though. I did buy my first skateboard at the mall at Mr. Rags.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, you remember Shifties? Mr. Rags and Shifties and dude,
And
there was
Splash.
Yeah, Splash.
Was
Yeah,
another
so
one
I
you could get.
and then ended up skateboarding for a long time.
Dude,
Now I work at a skate shop and stuff.
Splash was so weird because they sold skateboards and then girls bikinis. And
Yeah, that's all it was.
And
Yeah,
so there was
that
always
was a
hot
weird
chicks
store.
working there, but then
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Can I get a skateboard?"
Yeah, and all those hot girls would grip your board and stuff. It was really
Yeah.
weird. Yeah, it was a weird environment.
I wonder what can we find one of those girls and interview them about Splash and what else they sold there?
That's it. Bikinis and skateboards.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Or see if they can still grip a board now.
There's
Can you
a
grip the board?
You never forget.
there's
That's
a
true.
uh,
That is true.
a mall in St. Louis called the St. Louis Mills that has a bunch of crazy stores, and they had a store called Soda Jerks, which is all
yeah.
different sodas. That was the best store ever,
Soda
man.
Jerks
It's
was
gone.
awesome.
They opened one very similar to that in the loop called Rocket Fizz.
Yeah, that place is
They have-
awesome too.
They have a Marshalls out there too, which is awesome.
Fat body.
That was used
Fat body.
Fat Body used to work at Marshalls, right?
And I still shop there daily. It's the only place I shop. I literally haven't gone shopping at
Gotta get
any
those
store but
discount tennis
Marshalls.
pants.
I mean, dude,
It's
Marshall's
discounts.
is great.
Yeah, see, I got Lance onto it, man.
I'm there
yeah.
all the time.
No, I mean, I'm in the market for a canoe, and apparently they have cheap canoes at Marshalls.
Yeah, they do. You
That's
just you gotta go at the right time.
They got
do
it
have
all.
Canoes.
They
Really do.
They got it all.
This
Where
is
do they
our
sell-
ad.
Where do they have canoes?
Dude, they just stack them in the middle of the store. I swear to God. They got canoes. I swear, man.
They got holes in them, but besides that,
And everything's so cheap. It's great. I worked there for a while. That was awful. But once I worked there, I saw all the deals. That's how they suck
some of
you
the
in.
shirts are fucked up though. They're they did them inside out or something. They're
Nike signs back there.
yeah, they're messed up. But then they're 99% off, so it's hey, I don't give a damn. It's a 99% shirt off.
Dude, they also in that mall have where they shave your face with a straight razor, where
At
like
Marshalls?
old school. No, not at Marshalls.
Remember that? Cheap
It's
too.
really cheap. Every
They just do 2 chops. Like
But
that.
apparently, at one of those barber shops where they do that, some guy that was the barber was depressed and cut somebody's throat.
What?
Yeah, that's a true story. Not at the one at the St. Louis Mills, but at one of
Holy
those shops.
shit.
It was it was on the news.
Dude, that's why I'm never gonna
How deep?
Deep, but he was trying to kill him, but the guy apparently had medical history, medical background, so he knew how to I don't know, stop the cut and
He
live.
flexed his neck muscles.
He flexed his neck muscles
With a razor.
and made it clot. I don't know, but
I mean,
yeah.
even if it's the most professional blade handler, if they sneeze, it's going into your neck. They just and then
Or
your
you
vein
sneeze.
is exposed. Yeah, if you sneeze or breathe wrong or eyes blink too hard, you're gonna get your throat cut. Because it's the sharpest blade there is.
There's
They
an
cut.
earthquake.
Yeah.
Dude, you'd be fucked.
Dude.
There's an earthquake while you're getting your face shaved.
Saws your head off like a chainsaw. Oh, sorry about that. It was a magnitude 5.6. I couldn't help
He's
myself.
trying to keep shaving you while the pillars in the building are falling and stuff.
I don't stop till the
I'm a
job's done.
professional.
One more stroke.
You cut off my mustache with the skin.
your
Is it a
upper lip.
scar?
You have like a scar of a mustache.
I'm sorry. I can use a Sharpie marker. You can still draw it in.
You had a mustache scar. If you had a mustache scar, though, you could just wear like a mustache toupee over it all times. It wouldn't be that big of a deal.
You'd smell it. You'd be smelling toupee.
Like of all the facial scars, a mustache scar is probably the best. Or like eyebrow scars.
Yeah, the easiest to conceal.
One
Why
solid
isn't that
unibrow
more
eyebrow
popular?
scar.
Like, because bald guys will wear toupees and like hair pieces. Why don't people who can't grow proper facial hair wear like?
But have you seen like
fake
a
beards and
real?
mustaches all the time?
Have you seen like a
Oh, yeah.
beard toupee though? I don't think there's a market for it yet.
Well,
Also-
not or ever. I don't think yet is the word. Dude, you should open a beard toupee shop.
People wear hair pieces.
They could.
People-
I feel like gravity's also a factor because like you're not upside down the whole time you're wearing a toupee or
You
something.
just glue it on.
yeah, just get the
Dude, but how good
silly
are
putty.
wigs? Like, it's not like if you like bend over, it just falls off.
But dude, every one of the
Unless
movies,
it's the worst like
It just
gag wig
balances.
ever.
every movie we've made with like fake mustaches, with like a upper lip to like hold it in there, so it's like just like and they're falling off mid scene. So you can never live
Yeah, and
like
your
that.
face sweats. Well, I guess your scalp sweats. You could sweat a toupee right off.
Yeah, happens all the time.
You're in a job interview and you're nervous and you're like, that's like the worst thing that could
It just
happen is
turns
your
into
toupee
the-
falls off.
Turns into the toupee beard. Just
Did you have a upside down beard?
Dude, what if you
Before-
knew the boss had a toupee and then you like did that on purpose so he'd feel for you and then hire you? That'd be genius.
Or when he doesn't look, you switch toupees with him.
Hey, it's a great haircut. I have that same one. Wait a second. Is it the sale tag on there?
That's like a David Blaine trick. Street magic, he switches the guy's toupee. That would ruin the guy's life.
I think it'd be like switch like a freckle. Something very subtle. Like you just push down on it and pull it off.
Like a street magic that removes moles for people. He just like touches your face, it's gone.
I need that back.
it's like that was cancerous.
Now check your pocket.
Check the tip of your tongue. It's like this salty mole on the end of your
It's not
tongue.
even like your tongue, it's the guy next to you. You over there, look at your tongue.
All right.
All right.
So,
Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess we've really covered a lot of things. I think,
Dan, do you have any last words before you die?
No, it's been good.
Dan, it was good having you, man.
Sweating in my room.
Dan, you stuck with us for like 42 minutes. You basically just listened to the podcast, which is pretty awesome.
Well, yeah,
I
you
know. I don't know what I'm going to listen to on the train now.
Wow.
just play it backwards. Play it in reverse.
Dude, no. I was listening to the last episode while I was at work. So, like, I work at that religious warehouse still.
Oh yeah, don't you like drive? Don't you drive a forklift around with like crucifixes? Don't you forklift crucifixes around? Isn't that your job?
Not really. I go back and, like, check stock of crucifixes sometimes.
I thought you took one of those forklifts and put it right up under Jesus' armpits and pulled him up off the ground and delivered it. All right, I'm sorry. Anyway, keep going.
If I did, that would be great. But I don't. But I sit at a desk all day, and like you guys were talking about some raunchy shit, and I was like giggling so hard. And I don't talk to anyone in my office, and they're just staring at me, and it was a good feeling.
Hey man, yeah, that's great. I guess that means we're really back in effect. You know.
Well, that's
making
it. I
you
mean-
giggle at your desk.
For whatever reason, like, I don't know if it's St. Louis humor or just like our group of friends and people that listen to the show, but like, it'd be very hard to explain a mole on the end of the tongue, just some stranger on the street, and you have to go into detail about your childhood and just how you grew up and like everything for them to grasp.
And who you are as a person.
Yes.
Yeah, but some people really get it though. Like sometimes we would talk to strangers in New York. Remember, like we made those people on the train laugh about like some stupid bullshit and stuff. So I think that there are people out there that didn't grow up like us and stuff that understand why we think what we think is funny. And
It's called Ren and Stimpy.
yeah,
End of discussion.
yeah. If you watch Ren and Stimpy,
Speaking of Ren and Stimpy, I got to meet the drawer, the artist of Ren and Stimpy, Bob
Art
Camp.
drawer.
Dude, that guy is awesome. I talked to him about the extreme close-ups. And he said he invented that, where it's like it zooms in really close on like Ren's face with his like moles and his like slime and stuff.
Yeah.
He said he called it gross-ups, and they're actually all paintings that he did himself. And the one where they flip the table under and there's all the boogers under there, like there's people that actually wipe boogers into the actual painting for the cartoon.
That's amazing, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
The 90s went hard with stuff like that. That's really cool.
He said they only got away with as much as they did with Nickelodeon because Nickelodeon was really generally known at that time because it's like 1991, 92.
Yeah.
When it was only like Rugrats
And
like
that's
one
what
other
shaped
show.
us mutants that are sitting at this table now.
That's the first thing I told him. Like, dude, you've changed the way I view the world. And you're just like, all right.
It's like, I know.
Yeah.
Dude, it's bullshit, man. You couldn't get away with anything like that now because everybody gets so offended by everything.
Hey,
That's
but
true.
we do on this show, and we put it on the internet for you guys to enjoy. So.
Dude, but like people's kids aren't watching like Nickelodeon and then like stumble upon Ren and Stimpy like we would. Like this doesn't just.
Yeah, and
I guess
can't
kids are on the internet, but.
Yeah.
Kids on the internet today see way worse shit than we saw.
Yeah, I had HBO in my room, and I thought that was bad. But, like, really, dude, you have access to anything if you have the internet. Like, as soon as Lance and I got the internet, like, we saw the worst shit.
Yeah.
It
Instantly.
got
Well, that's what you had-
exponentially
yeah,
worse.
yeah, that's what
as soon as
exactly-
we got the internet.
That's the thing. Like, what are like kids like who grew up with the internet their whole lives? Like, I guess they're already like becoming like adults. Like, what are they like?
Yeah, I don't
I haven't seen a kid in like 15 years. Are
But
they
yeah,
like,
Talk about
dude.
it next time.
Yeah, we're. I feel like we're about done.
Now everybody wipe their boogers on the microphone, and that's the we'll end this
That's
episode.
it'll fade out.
Whose
After
mic
it's
is that?
Coated with too
It's
much.
mine.
Oh, dude, Lance won't care. He doesn't care about his stuff.
Oh, really?
Wipe
That's
some
weird.
boogers on there.
All right, well, guys,
Go ahead. I'll twist your fingernails off. Like,
guys, I'm glad we could giggle about nonsense. Dan, we love you.
Thank you, Dan.
I hope you enjoyed yourself here, and that you still listen to the episode, even though you already listened to it now. And yeah, I don't know what else to say.
Without any further, thank
Thank
you,
you,
Vincent and Carrie, for letting us
Hey.
be here.
See what happens.
Oh my, dude, Vincent!
It's fucking
I got-
flesh
You
is
just singed your
sizzling.
fingertips.
No.
Oh yeah, we didn't tell you that we're surrounded by candles right now. But now you know.
All right.
Without any further ado, hey yo!